What's up, guys? Welcome back. This is Dialing Under the Influence, and this is our first installment of Street Sipping. It's 4th of July, so let's get festive. As you can tell, I got my red tie, and I got some really festive board shorts going on here, but still got the formal shoes. Got to keep it classy. But yeah, so I'll be hitting Pacific Beach, California today, interviewing some strangers, and of course, sipping on something. That said, I might as well get to it. I'm going to cook up a little concoction here, and that's what I'm going to be bringing with me out to the beach. So for today's drink, I brought some unmarked beers for the old show. RIP, it'll come back soon, but for now, this is what I'm going to be drinking. And then to spice it up a little, I got some unmarked vodka. However, I was thinking that just to get a little more audience engagement going, for the future shows, you guys can comment down below what kind of mixed drink you want me to bring, and, well, I'll do that. Anyways, without further ado, let's get right to it. So, I already cracked this one a little bit, but I'm going to put the rest of this beer in. And then, I got a fresh beer right here. I'm going to put this one in too. A little spillage on the floor, but I'll get that later. And then, of course, like I said, it's the first time going out, so maybe just 1-2 shots of vodka, something light. But, we do measure with our hearts here, so let's see what we can do. I'd say it's about like 2 shots. Anyways, guys, I'll see you out there. So who am I here with today?
Gang. Taco is what they call me in the streets.
What's up, Taco? So, Taco, you were telling me earlier that you were up to an activity. What were we doing today?
I'm just walking my plant right here, Roxanne. She's beautiful, ain't she? Look at this. Oh my God. But anyway, yeah, she needed just a little walk, just a little bit of sunshine, some vitamin D. That's all we need, right?
Yeah. Do you walk your plant often? Like, is this
I honestly, I just met Roxanne today. I met her at the farmer's market.
Oh, okay.
And I fell in love with it. I was like, maybe she'll look prettier in my bedroom.
Yeah. What is your relationship with this plant? Is it like a friendship? Is it platonic? Is there like a romance going on here?
Right now, we're trying to figure it out.
That's
I just
totally
met her.
fair.
I just met her, and I'm like, let's see how she looks hanging up.
Yeah, I like that. So, do you have future plans? Are you going to be walking your plant often, or is this kind of like a?
Well, me and her. I don't know what we're having right now. I'm holding her right now because I'm sorry, baby, but I'm moving to Italy.
Okay.
I'm going to Italy next year. So I don't know what I'm gonna do with her. I want her to come with me.
Can you bring plants on planes? I don't really know the rules about that.
I don't think so either. I don't think you. So.
It's short-lived romance.
It is, but it's. That's PB for you, right?
Yeah, there's something
romances.
There's something kind of beautiful about that, though.
It is.
I'm sorry if I asked this already. Do we know what kind of plant it is?
It is
Walhangria. Nice.
I really don't know, but she's kind of feisty. I don't know if you can touch her.
Can I?
Right now? Yeah, but she's like.
Oh, she's got some barbs.
Yeah. She's like a Sour Patch Kid. She looks sweet, but she's sour when you touch her.
Yeah. Well, I really hope that rough touch won't affect your romance.
Oh, I love it.
Oh, he likes it rough.
I like that shit. Yeah.
Well, shit, Taco. I'm pretty satisfied with your plant story. Do you have anything else? Does Roxanne have any final words to the people of the internet? Is there anything else you want to talk to me about today?
No, I think me and Roxanne are gonna have a good temporary relationship. And I'm gonna show her a good time.
Great. Well, thank you so much, Taco. I appreciate you talking to me.
For sure, dude.
Who am I here with?
My name is Alec Johnson.
Hi, Alec. So, Alec, what do you want to talk about today?
So this is my second time visiting San Diego, and I love this city. It's one of the coolest cities I've ever been to. I don't think I want to move here.
Why?
I've been thinking about moving out to California, maybe LA. San Diego just doesn't, I don't know. This is going to sound weird, but it's too happy. I like Minnesota. I like the cold. I like the gray skies. I don't know. There's something weird about it.
Yeah. Do you consider yourself to be a happy person?
All things considered, yeah. I feel pretty good, especially out here, man. I'm getting a lot of vitamin D.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So then, what is it about these happy vibes that you don't like? If you figure like,
I don't know. That's
Yeah.
the weird thing. I have no idea.
is it
I
like
don't
the
know.
people? Is it the sun? Like, what particularly about San Diego? If you're sure,
don't know.
that's really interesting.
Yeah, I know. It's too sunny. It's too cheery. Everyone says hi to you.
Yeah.
It's unsettling. I think that's what it is. I'm just so used to like.
Do you think you could adapt or no?
Maybe. I could probably open up, adapt. I could probably, take have some good muscles or something and like be on the beach all day. But yeah, I don't know. I like the cold. I like suffering in the winter. I like walking out and the snow, it blinds you. I like it a lot.
And isn't that like kind of an interesting conundrum?
Yeah.
Because, right, something about the happiness here makes you unhappy.
Yeah, no.
And something about the unhappiness at home is satisfying to you.
And you know, the thing about Minnesota too is in the depth of winter, we can all bond over that, and we can all huddle together and be like, "Damn, it's cold," you know, and we're all together, and it's like, okay, we're all getting through this. But I don't know, I don't know. I feel like I'm almost through. I mean, how long is this supposed to go?
No, yeah. If you want to finish up, you can just deliver your final words or any last things you want to say.
I will say, San Diego is probably the coolest city I've ever been to. I do love it out here, and I want to come back. I just don't want to move here. I just like being in Minnesota. Yeah.
Great. You like being in Minnesota? Well, thank you
That's
so
that.
much. I really
Yeah.
appreciate it. It was Alec, right?
Yes, sir.
Thanks for coming on, man.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Yeah, so it's been a great day so far. We've had tons of people come on. But you know what it is. We got to stay sipping. So, cheers. Pain. Who am I here with?
Gabby.
Hi, Gabby.
Hey.
So, Gabby, tell me everything. Tell me nothing.
Well, first, cheers.
Cheers. Oh,
Cheers.
cheers,
Cheers.
cheers.
Yes.
Yeah, I got vodka and Bud Light today. Disgusting.
I got a bottle of wine.
Pain. So please.
We could talk about my sorority.
Uh-huh.
So I was a president of a sorority about 2 years ago. And, we don't haze our girls, but we haze them. It's very fun.
Yeah. Do you want to talk about that a little bit? Like what
Yeah.
that entails?
For sure.
Yeah.
I could talk a little bit about it. It's like a lot of it's pretty secret. All I really know is I was completely under the influence for 4 days straight,
Uh-huh.
never sober,
Yeah. Drinking only or?
just drinking. Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
It was wild. I was very mean to these girls. They wanted to paddle me with my little paddles afterwards.
No way.
Yeah. I faked a very bad injury, breaking my nose.
You broke your own nose?
I faked it.
Okay.
Yeah. No, they had to chase me.
It was part of the hazing.
Yeah,
Uh-huh,
no. They had to, after 4 days of being hazed, they hated me and wanted to pretty much murder me.
Yeah.
And they chased me down to the floor, and I had just gotten nose surgery, so if I actually hit my nose, it would have broke. So I faked that. They cried, had a lot of blood. It was great.
So this sounds awful. Why did you join?
Why did I join?
Yeah.
Sisterhood.
Sisterhood. And
Sisterhood.
after the hazing, the sisterhood you received, was it worth it?
Absolutely.
Really?
Anything I want, need, I can text them. We have a whole group chat now that I'm an alumni. It's our alumni page. Any city I'm in, I can call them, ask them for a ride, a place to stay, go back to my sorority. Everything is super fun now. I get free things from being an alumni, hang out with the sisters, meeting new girls from, the new ones that just joined and people that are 7 years old that were in the sorority. So it's a big sisterhood of girls. It's really great.
Do you think the hazing was a necessary part of the experience? Do you believe that the hazing improved your sisterhood, or is it more of just something you had to get past?
Absolutely. I mean, so when you're doing the hazing and all that, you hate the people that are above you that are making you do it, but you band together with all of the girls in your pledge class. So it makes it a lot more you get sisterhood within the girls that you pledged with versus the ones that are above you. And without that, I mean, you can't really make those connections with those girls. You make the connections over hating everybody else.
Yeah. Would you do it again?
Absolutely. 100%.
Great.
Yeah.
Well, shit. I'm pretty satisfied with your sorority stories. Do you have anything else you want to talk about today?
No.
No?
I think that's all.
Do you have any last words to the people at home? Maybe words of advice, well wishes on this July 4th?
Don't be afraid to join a sorority.
Yeah, don't be afraid.
That's it. Or join a podcast.
Yes. Thanks so much.
Yeah,
I appreciate
of
it.
course.
Well, is your name Miles Morales or Peter Parker?
I go as Spidey.
Spidey.
Yeah.
I like that.
Here, take this quick picture and then we'll talk real quick. Yeah.
Sure.
Fantastic. Who am I here with today?
My name is John.
Hi, John. So John, tell me anything.
Well, I saw you posted up here street sipping.
Yeah. Do you have any maybe persistent thoughts on your mind or funny stories you want to talk about? Really, anything.
Yeah, I just got a cat recently.
Okay. Tell me about it.
Young cat, about 6 weeks old.
Like a kitten?
Yeah, kitten.
Yeah. What kind of cat? What's the name?
His name is Bruce.
Yeah. What made you want to get the cat?
Actually, he was a stray that was given to me.
Okay. Nice. That's super dope. Like as in like from a friend? Like they picked it up and they're like, oh, here's this
A
cat.
stranger.
Really?
Yeah.
Tell me about that. How did that all go down?
So I was on the train, and some guy came on the train with a duffel bag with 2 kittens,
Okay.
and I took one of them.
That's kind of magical.
It actually is completely true.
Yeah. Have you ever heard of the cat distribution system?
No.
So it's this like theory amongst cat lovers, and the idea is that like you know how like sometimes cats will just show up to people's house.
Sure, yeah.
Yeah, or they're like you have like a neighborhood cat, right? And so the idea of a cat distribution system is that there's like some universal force out there, and it's like it's responsible for just giving the right people cats at the right time.
Okay.
It seems like you're a victim of that, or rather you're a participant in it.
A recipient.
Yes, a recipient. Yes. And it seems like it's paying off so far.
No, I'm having a great day, you know.
Yeah. How long
It's
have you had this
July
cat for?
4th. 2 days.
Wow, this is a very new thing.
Very new.
That's awesome. Well, shit, man. Do you have any future plans for this cat? Like,
Well, I'm gonna take care of this cat, and I'm gonna let it grow and feed it, and
Yep.
give it water, and give it a place to sleep, and a place to pee and poop, and that's about it.
is it just like at home alone right now?
Yeah, but I'm heading back home. I live here. I live in PB.
Oh, okay, so you just went for a quick walk and then.
Yeah. Had a few drinks and celebrated, you know.
Yeah, of course. It is July 4th and everything. Well, awesome.
Are you not dying in this fucking suit?
It's part name of the game, baby. Gotta keep things formal.
It's gotta
but
be
also
hot.
gotta keep things festive.
It's gotta be hot.
Oh, of course. But you know.
You have water, right? You said your sippies?
Yeah, it's water.
It's water.
Yeah, I'm staying hydrated out here.
Good.
Yeah. Well, I'm pretty satisfied with this interview. Do you have any last words to people at home?
Dial into dialing under the influence.
Please. Thank you so much, man.
You have a great day.
Yeah, you too. So who am I here with today?
I'm Tristan Cowan.
Hi, Tristan. So, Tristan, tell me everything.
I'm going to college in a year
Okay.
to study psychology. I want to work on getting a master's in psychology.
What about psychology is interesting to you? What draws you to psychology?
I've gone through a lot of psych wards in my
Okay.
youth and rehabs, and the impact of the people who are in there, like the counselors and stuff.
Like a positive or negative impact?
It can be positive and negative. I've seen a lot of disgusting things, but there's some people in there who are there who truly want to make it better.
Yeah. So if you're not comfortable, you don't have to talk about it. But maybe what's a high and what's a low that you've seen?
One of the highs, I got out of rehab about 2 years ago, and they did really well. It was a lot smaller. It was probably 20 minutes away from here, and they did a great job with connecting with you individually.
Yeah. So do you want to kind of resume something like that? Like, is that something you want to?
Yeah,
Like you want to be able to provide that for other people?
I want to be the positive in it.
Yeah, that's extremely commendable. I
Yeah.
like that a lot. And then what's one of the lows? If you're willing to talk about it.
I am. The worst thing, I've seen a lot of awful things. I've seen people get held down thrown into empty rooms with just concrete walls. At one of the places, like 7 or 8 kids started crawling through the roof, and they like barricaded themselves in the room. One of my roommates planned on murdering me.
Yeah.
I had to go through that. I had to defend myself in that situation.
That's crazy. It seems like you've
Yeah.
gone through a lot.
I have.
Have you learned any lessons from all of this, or is there anything that you've taken away?
I want to help people find their purpose. That's what helped me a lot with getting sober and getting out of my depression. And I feel like my purpose is helping people. So I make music. I started playing the drums when I was 11, and I know my music has touched at least one person in a positive light, and I'm comfortable with that, whether it be a hobby or a profession.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if you want to, you can totally plug your stuff.
On Instagram, it's a little spooky, or just my first and last name. Pretty much on every social media,
Great.
Apple Music, Spotify. But I do that more as a hobby.
Yeah. But your true passion is like psych, all that.
Yeah,
Fuck yeah. Well, I'm glad you have a path. I'm glad you have a purpose.
yeah.
And it sounds really commendable.
Thank you.
Well, that's really awesome, man. Do you have anything else you want to talk about? Maybe a couple other stories? Otherwise, we can just cut it here.
Give back what you get in the world.
Thanks. I like that a lot.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Great meeting you, man.
Yeah, you too. All right, so who am I here with today?
Shoot, I'm Derek.
Delilah. Natalia.
So I heard you guys have a funny story to tell me today.
Yeah, actually, we have a very heartbreaking, trauma-felt story. I feel like it'll reach all audiences. Very relatable.
Tell me about it.
Okay, so Dalia, you start off first.
Okay, so we were all going to a trip to Colombia, Bogota.
This spring break.
Right, continue.
So we went to Bogota, Colombia. It was me, her, like three of our other friends. They're not here right now. So we were in Colombia. I've never been to Colombia before.
Right.
So they were kind of showing me around because like they speak Spanish, I don't. You feel me?
Sure.
So I was kind of just like following them.
Right.
We went into a club, right? But we didn't know that this club was kind of like owned by the cartel kind of thing.
Oh, no
Okay.
way.
Yeah.
Right.
Crazy.
So,
Yeah.
me and my friend Natalia were kind of just by the bar.
And I was like away from them kind of thing.
Yeah.
Like
So
our other
he-
friends, they didn't want to
He
come.
was with our other friends, and then we come across this guy, and then me and my friend were talking to him. He offered to buy us drinks, and we just kind of spent the night with him. We were just talking, and then he offered to bring us to like a post game. We're like, okay, well, like we have some other friends with us. Like,
Yeah.
would it be cool, if we all come along?
And so like he's like, yeah, like it's cool, I guess. So like we all go to the post game. I mean, but they were like the only two that like officially got the invite. But like we kind of like all show up like
Big group, like 6, 7
Yeah,
people.
yeah.
And then
So-
we were like drinking, and then I remember turning back, and then in 1 second he was gone. He was gone.
You were gone?
Fucking, he was
Okay.
gone. like he
Colombian
left.
bitch.
Like I don't know
Wait,
where
who
the
was
fuck
she?
he
What
went.
was her name?
bro,
Rebecca or something?
something like that, or like Raquel or something like I forget. It started with the R.
Okay.
But
Right.
It was so crazy because literally we were all there together. We'd planned on sticking together, and then the second that we were there, he was fucking gone. It was so weird.
Yeah.
I got
Anyways,
distracted.
so It was about like 4 or 5 a.m. and the club was kind of dying down. So we're like, okay, like he was like, are you guys gonna come back with us or not? And we're like, yeah, that's fine. We're just gonna find our other friends. So we went to like the back entrance, kind of like the back side, and then you continue. You were in
okay,
this part.
like they couldn't find me, right? So they start like blowing up my phone, like where are you? And I'm with
We were worried
the
about you.
I'm with the girl from the bar, but like as soon as I see them start blowing up my line, I'm like, okay, like something's up. You feel me? So I show the girl. I'm like, oh, hold on, like let me answer this call. But like for some reason she didn't want to let me answer my phone. Like,
Well, obviously because it was from a girl's fucking call.
Wait, Loki, to
I
this day, I
get.
think that she was involved with them.
to be honest, I feel like she was too.
Anyways.
I feel like she set me up.
Right.
But like, okay, so
So-
she didn't want to answer my call. She kept playing like these games, like
Okay.
kind of like taking my phone and like just being like,
Yeah.
oh, like it's just you and me tonight. Like she
Okay.
was telling me things like that.
So, anyways, we finally all gathered to the back entrance. We're fucking there waiting for them. The guy's
Yeah.
like, where the fuck are your friends?
He
Like,
said
who
he
are
was
they?
coming soon, but he never fucking came.
How long?
This was like,
Like 20 minutes? I don't
Okay,
know.
okay, a while,
It
a
was-
while.
Felt like
Yeah.
It was a
forever, but it
while.
was
Yeah,
probably
yeah.
like 20 minutes.
We were all
sure.
very fucked up to this point, man.
Yeah.
And
Right. Time moves different when you're drunk.
Exactly,
Yeah.
exactly.
Anyways, so we were there, and then finally we all meet up. And then he's like, well, I didn't know all of your friends were fucking guys. And we're like, well, I mean, I don't know, like, that's just how it is. I don't know what you want me to tell me. And then Natalia and I were talking, and then we turn around and we don't fucking see any of our friends. We're like, what the fuck happened? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like actually what happened. I remember being so confused.
And then we see this like white car, like this like just like this huge white, like you know the huge SUVs, like what do they call the Chevrolets? I don't know. The ones with the
Yeah.
fucking
The
drivers.
vans, the fucking vans.
No, it's not
the
a.
vans.
It's
Like
not
a big car. Yeah.
The
Yeah.
big ones.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like the
That look like-
fancy ass car. We were like, shit, are we going to limo right now? We're like, wait, but where are our friends? We're like, they're inside. Don't worry. We're like, okay.
like basically they were gonna take us to like where the post game was. Like this
Yeah.
wasn't where the post game
So
was.
we get in.
That's what they said that they were gonna do.
But it was like two separate cars. Like
Wait.
he put them in two separate cars,
Yeah.
and then he put
And
like
they were like,
the rest
"Oh,
of
like,
us in another separate
We know
car.
where he is. Like we're gonna take you to him, and then we were like, okay, like.
And you believe this guy.
We were so fucking.
Sure.
At this point, though, at this
Right.
point, it was
Right.
we were kind of going with the
He's literally
vibe.
kind of
Yeah,
person
going with
that,
the
like,
flow.
If a car pulls up for him, like you're gonna get in it, cause like that's just the way that it is.
Sure,
You know
sure,
what I
sure.
mean?
Okay. So then what
Wait, but
happens?
I want you to tell your traumatic part because this is where it gets interesting.
Okay,
So what
like
happened?
so, everyone else was in the car. I was still with the girl, right? I link up with them like way later on, or I went to like the address where they were, and I didn't see them. I saw the guy that they were with, but I didn't see them. They had already left to the post game. So I asked the guy. I said, "Oh, where's my friends at?" He's like, "What friends?" Like he starts acting shady. I'm like, "What?" Like you know my friends. Like I started like describing them, blah blah blah. He's like, "Oh, okay. Yeah, hold on 1 second." Like he leaves like to go answer a call, right? I'm waiting. All of a sudden, someone puts a bag over my head and like drags me into a car.
No way.
I'm like, what?
Dude, I
like,
swear-
I was done for. But he put a bag
so
over my
sorry.
head, puts me into the car, and like they gave me something to drink before this. So this is like low-key like the last part I remember. I just remember being in the car, I'm kind of struggling, and then all of a sudden I wake up and I'm in the chair and like there's a bag over my head. And I can hear my friends from outside, them too, and then like the rest of them, they're saying like, oh, how much to get him back, blah, 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 blah. I'm like, what? Like, I was discombobulated at this time. I was like, yo, like, what's going on? But like, I feel like we're lucky going on, but like,
Sorry, my friend left.
basically I got kidnapped kind of thing.
Uh-huh.
We got kidnapped, or
After it was so scary because he told us, and it was like the scariest thing ever.
So how did you get back? Like how did this problem get solved?
We got in the car basically, and then we were just kind of like it was a normal car ride. It felt like it was like an Uber almost.
Uh-huh.
And like we genuinely thought we were on it the where to like see him. You know what I mean?
Bro,
Yeah.
but when we get there, it's this fucking huge Spanish villa, and we're like, what the fuck? There's fucking bodyguards outside. And from that moment, like, we all knew it was wrong.
Yeah, 'cause
But we
we're
were like, okay,
Mexican,
this
you
looks
know?
lit, you know? So we go in, whatever.
no, go ahead, my bad.
Derek. But wait, I don't remember the part, like, when was the point, like, do you remember when you got into the house?
No, bro. The last thing I remember is me waking up, or the last thing I remember after like driving was me waking up. The bag was still over my head, and I could hear you guys like talking from outside the door, like, "Oh, how much to get him back?"
So how did
Like,
you get him back?
We
like
can't.
how did
We basically we were in the house for such a long time that night. Like we were
Wait,
basically
they were
in
trying
there
to get
until,
us
like,
through
fucking
some crazy stuff.
crazy shit. But it was like nothing like. It was nothing that like It was nothing that we felt like we had to do. It was just like shit that they would offer to us.
Like drugs?
Like I don't really know.
Kind of just like
what it
things
was.
for them to do, and he would pay them, or.
Oh, I see.
But
I
like
understand.
he was offering them like hella amounts of money from
It
what
was
they're
crazy.
telling me.
It was crazy.
Yeah.
It was so fucking
But at this point, we were like worried, so that's why we weren't like really accepting anything. We were like uncomfortable at this point.
Like I remember
so
y'all were telling me
uncomfortable.
like later on, he said like, oh, if you guys stay for like
'Cause we
another
saw him at
month,
the fucking place
we'll
and
give
we
you
were like,
like
how the fuck-
50,000.
Like,
Stay for a month?
Yeah.
That's
Yes,
crazy.
It was crazy.
I was
They
like,
wanted
what?
to keep us there like forever.
Wait, so how did you rescue your friend?
Basically, we just kind of found him, and we were
Yeah,
like,
we found him, and then we basically like convinced the guys that if like we would stay a week longer, that they would like let our friends go before. Like they just wanted us to stay. We were like, you know what? Okay, that's fine.
yeah.
So they like showed us to these fucking rooms.
They were so bougie. They were so
Wait, yeah,
fucking
low-key.
bougie. They were so
Yeah,
nice.
but-
They were so nice.
But each room had like this balcony, right? And in the house was like maybe like 2 stories. So the balcony, like if we were to jump over the fence, it wouldn't be that much of like an impact. So basically, long story short, what happened? They let our friends go. They waited for us at the hotel that we were staying at.
Yeah.
And then me and Natalia, we jumped over the fence like literally at like 6 a.m.
From the villa.
From
Yeah.
the villa.
And that was it, man.
That's fucking crazy.
We called
Wait,
them
it
and
was
we were like,
literally
you have to
crazy
meet us
as
outside.
shit.
right
Yeah,
now."
we met them like
Like,
15 minutes away
We
from the
thought we were
villa.
gonna
They
be,
like,
in there forever, like.
No, I thought I was gonna get
Because I
killed.
thought if it wasn't for fucking you,
but
that came
I'm
to my
thankful
room-
that y'all sacrificed
No,
for me because I
genuinely,
thought I was gonna get
that
killed,
was
bro.
like the best experience. I felt like such a fucking.
Best experience. So you enjoyed it.
No. It wasn't like I enjoyed it. It
Wait,
wasn't like I enjoyed
Okay,
it.
in the moment,
No,
it was
she
not
likes adrenaline.
enjoyable,
She's an
but to
adrenaline
this
junkie.
day, I think
Okay.
it's a funny
The
and memorable
free drinks
story.
were so good and everything, but I knew that it was a bad thing. Like,
And
Would you have done it again if you got the chance to repeat it all again?
Hell no, hell
If it
no.
would have
Hell yeah.
happened,
Hell
if it would have
no.
happened the way
Wait,
that
Hell
it
no.
did, yes.
I'm so
If
sorry,
I was in their
Terry.
position, maybe, but from
Yeah.
my perspective,
if
nah.
it was like
I'm
in
so
the way
sorry.
that
I was
I
done for.
experienced it, yes. But if it was in his, like, no.
Yeah.
No.
And our flight was at like 10 a.m. that day, so
Yeah,
after we pick them up,
basically had to fucking call a cab
like
from,
we
like,
packed
there.
for them basically,
struggled so
and
hard
we
to
just
find
went
one
straight
in
to the
Mexico.
airport after we got them.
Guys, that's a wild
Yeah, and it's
story.
crazy.
Yeah.
And then after we like fucking Twitter like looked up these people, and they literally like they were just connected to fucking weird ass things. Like it was so weird on Twitter.
Like what?
It was so like I can't even. I don't want to say
Like-
it because it's so fucking weird.
Like something like cartel related,
There
but
was a lot
honestly,
of-
I don't want to say
Sure.
There
anything
was a lot of
specific
things
just
that
because
we
it's
found
podcast.
out
Sure,
that,
sure.
Like
But-
our lives would be at risk on
But
go.
like
Yeah.
after, like during, me and Dalila felt safe. I don't know how you felt, but probably super unsafe.
I did not know what was gonna happen, bro. I
It
was
honestly
done
so
for. I
fucking
was done
mad.
for.
Like after when we were looking at it at the airport, we were so tired, all of us, but we were fucking tweaking out because it was so weird.
Yeah.
Like it felt like a fever dream. Like I feel like we should be taking this more seriously. Maybe it's the trauma. I think we're all still.
Was this
fighting-
recently?
It was like last spring break.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
Spring break,
wow.
yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So
It
Yeah.
was so crazy.
Well, shit, guys. That's
Yeah.
a fucking really, really crazy, interesting story.
I'm saying took a flight home with no
Thank you for letting
sleep.
us share.
Yeah, yeah. Do you have any
Yeah.
final words for the people at home?
Be safe in Colombia, kids.
Yeah, yeah. Please.
Yeah. Don't travel alone.
Yeah.
Also, you
Don't
like keep
travel
sharing
alone.
your dreams, bro. Like keep sharing your podcast, bro.
I appreciate it.
your
I
group.
appreciate
Yeah,
it.
yeah,
Of course, dude.
Don't let the people from your group stray away.
Always stay in a group.
Always
It's
stay in a
so
group.
important. If
And
I
use the
had
buddy
fucking
system.
Them there, I don't know what I would have done.
Yeah.
Anyways, thank you
yeah.
so much.
Yeah.
Anyway,
What's
thank
your
you,
Thanks,
name?
Spider-Man.
guys. Who am I here with today?
Hold on, let me. Come on, make it live, man. Phil.
Phil?
Phil.
Okay, Phil. So have you had any persistent thoughts on your mind? What do you want to talk about?
I want to talk about poo monsters.
Poo monsters.
Poo monsters.
Tell me about poo monsters. What is
Hey.
a poo monster?
A poo monster. Hey. He say, "What? You taking my wallet, them Phil?" All right. A poo monster is a girl who shake her ass real fast on your Johnson in one motion. So you meet her in the club. She throw a little poo on you. You get a little action.
and then you never talk to her again, that's a poo monster.
I'm having a hard time trying to figure out your relationship with poo monsters. Like, do you like poo monsters or do we not like poo monsters?
Oh, we fuck with them.
Okay.
We get real nasty with them. We slut them bitches out. You them poo monsters, sometimes you gotta let them put a little finger in your booty. Sometimes you gotta let them eat your ass. Slap them in the face a couple times. You gotta get real nasty with them. And then sometimes you gotta spit on them, and they like to be called bitches. If you don't call them a bitch, they won't act right.
Yeah. How does one find a poo monster? Like, how do we get, like, how would I go about getting a poo monster for myself?
You gotta be a P. You gotta be a P, you know? They only fuck with the real player shit, you feel me? They ain't no real player, you gotta go fuck with no poo monster, because they not gonna fuck with you. So, the best way to get them to fuck with you, be on your shit, get your money right, you know what I'm saying? She gonna come to your crib, throw that ass back, and then when she come over, she gonna put that shit so good in your face, you gonna love her forever, but you know you can't fuck with her because she might have fucked your homeboy. But hey, brother.
Thank you for coming on the podcast.
Hey, if anybody want to follow me, it's underscore on IG. You can look me up at underscore KYSHAWN. And if you're a poo monster, you can for sure follow me because I'll blow your back out. Now follow my boy.